Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to our permanent fire challenge here in the Long Dark. Okay, so we are just about to take off on a coal run. It's, wow, just now dawn. I thought it was, is that right? I thought it was much earlier in the morning than that. Surprised that we still have such a clear view of the sky. Thought it was a few hours before dawn. Okay, not going to worry too much about it. Let's go ahead and get these off of here. Probably going to want to eat that. I don't think I need to carry much food with me. Now how am I doing on firewood? I think I have some sticks on me to throw in here. Yeah, we got a bunch of, homework to take care of before we set off. Okay, so we'll get to that in a minute. Let's see. It might take me... Yeah, let's just go ahead and see if we can, I think it's going to take us that amount of time just to get everything in order. Okay, let's get a little more water. Ooh, low on water. Let's actually make a double batch of water out here. Just to have for later. Do I have a pot on me? Where is my other cooking pot? Uh-oh. I must have left it somewhere. Alright, well, scratch that plan. We'll do some thinking about this and figure out where that pot is. I think I do remember realizing that I left a cooking pot somewhere. Alright, inventory management. I don't need 11 cattails. Let's put maybe 5 of them away. 6 cattails is like 100 and, yeah, 900 calories. Don't need to be carrying 6 cloth around. Let's keep maybe 1, just in case I need it for an emergency. Let's put the charcoal away. I'll keep the birch bark on me. Let's drop this sapling to deal with later. Right, I haven't finished those boots yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. Got my 2 cans. I don't know how... Oh, I think I got a tinder when I chopped up one of those limbs. Let's drop the tinder and the torches off. I guess I didn't say we're about to take off and do a... coal run here. Yeah, 21 minutes left. We are nearly done. Gotta remember to put my teas down in a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna have to drop off sticks, and then I think we've got enough carry capacity now. I'm not gonna worry about some of those minor things. Drop these. Want a few more torches. Actually need a lot for the run that I'm about to do, so let's just keep pulling for a while. It'll save me some time while we're actually traveling. And I think originally I was just going to do the route through Coastal Highway and back, but I think I'm going to do the full loop. Because I'm kind of focused on crafting my gear right now. And so I don't want to do a separate loop to get the Pleasant Valley mine. Looks like we got plenty of teas. Let's do the reishi. That'll be enough for now. And I think I'm going to leave this here. We should get plenty of water just from tea. Well,
Looks like I made it through another night.
yeah, we should get enough from teas during our travel. Okay, I think we're just about ready to go here. Let's pull a few more torches off. Let's take that and drop it off here. Throw sticks on. I'm gonna drop the excess sticks, and then I think we'll head out. Shouldn't need those coal. So let's drop... I guess I'll take one with me. One final stick in there. Drop those. Okay, let's go. HET. 11 hours, 58 minutes. Okay, sure hope I got everything. Got my hot teas on me. Oh yeah, nice and cold. We'll definitely use some teas for this first part. I'm kind of glad that the first part of the loop will be in extremely cold temperatures, just because I know we're getting a nice burn bonus back there. So my episode timer is at 6 minutes right now. So I have approximately an hour from then for the 12 hours of the burn time. Right, there's a deer carcass there. That was weird, you could still almost see the stars in the sky. Okay, it's still a ways to the dam. I might want to drink the rest of that tea. Yeah, let's get in the wind shelter up here and polish off that reishi. Don't want to be too stingy. I might not actually be in the wind shade here. No, I was. Okay, that should give me more than enough temperature to make it to the dam, and then we're going to go through the dam and then shortly after the cave, so shouldn't need any warmth buffs until we get to the other side of the cave. So this will be my second time doing this loop. One other reason to do this loop is it takes me by Thompson's Crossing, and I believe I still haven't looted the house there for clothing and potential coffee. Yeah, really glad I decided to drink that tea. I should possibly drink another one, but we'll be warming up a little bit in the dam, and hopefully we'll have enough temperature after that to not take too much before we get to the cave. Yeah, I'll drink most of this. Okay, so now we should be fine. That'll also keep the warming up going for quite a while. Got some sticks here. Save that for another trip. Feel like I should have loaded up on more torches. It's okay. We'll have another fire in not too long. I don't think I packed up my bedroll. It's a pretty big mistake. So, I think I've been seeing some stuff on this on the subreddit, I think. I think the issue with that is that the roll, when you put it down to sleep in, it still counts as it being inside your inventory. And so the result of that is that if you get into a struggle, that counts against you. So it can potentially get heavily hurt or even completely ruined. So as long as I don't get into a struggle here, hopefully we don't have too much to worry about. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do this shortcut. Shouldn't be too bad. I know it's up here. There's a few tricky spots to execute. We gotta back up here to get up. Oh, we gotta get up on top of this first and then back up. Gotta run across here. And then up this. And I think we go down here. Follow this up. And then this is another area where I like to back up to get a little more height.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Okay, I think that's most of it. We'll do a short run here to get away from the sprain risk. It looks like we're going to take very little extra damage here. Oh. Okay, I don't know where the next flat spot is, so let's just reset here. I guess we go down here? Not real sure. Seems slightly... Yeah, this looks good. I'm gonna get to the flat area quickly before I get a sprain. There we go. Okay, we made it. We just drop off here, and we're good. Don't really need these cattails. I think we'll save those for a later time. Sometime when I'm not doing a longer run. I'm not even sure in the late game that I'll need to do these sort of coal circuits. Like I might do one occasionally. But I could imagine they could get old after a while. After day 50, I believe the coal respawn goes to 20 days. Instead of 10. So they'll certainly be less frequent. Looks like I might not have a coal respawn. Maybe I came too early. I thought for sure that I, should be 12 days since the last time I did this. Oh, there's a piece of coal. Yeah, we got a decent amount of respawn here. All that stuff is checked. Nope, that's not a piece of coal. Alright, so we got the branch off to the left of the main room up here. And then we got the little alcove at the top. I don't know if anything, I guess sticks respawn in here. Looks like we got some double branches or triple, quadruple branches respawning in here. Maybe a little bit of a bug with the sticks as well. I think we're going to end up leaving all these sticks behind somewhere. Yeah, because we're going to find more on the way through Pleasant Valley. I think I am, since I have the extra carry weight now. I am going to try to take all or most of the coal with me. All the way around. One huge upside of having that coat now is that I'm warm enough just with the torch in here that I'm already nearly fully warm just coming out of here. I'm still going to throw down a fire just to warm up a tea real quick. But I don't even need to put a coal on it. We'll just have like a one stick fire to heat that up real quick while I do my other stuff here. Did I bring water? I did bring enough to make a birch bark tea, so we'll do that too. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and get this started. Oh, I also need to, I can convert the sticks to torches while these cook. Okay, so we're going to do this tea, and let's make a birch bark tea. Alright, throw a few sticks on here. Let's just get rid of this torch. I think I'm going to take, see how much coal, what's my carry weight? Yeah, I think I can carry, let's just take all of it. And let's start pulling torches. Fully warm. These are almost ready. Drop all these for some time when I'm coming back through here. Okay, we got one more pole, and then we can head out. Got that one, and these are done. Let's go. Alright, that went well. Oh, nice. Beautiful day. Yeah, I feel like I haven't really gotten burned too badly yet. There's always a risk, especially on these longer runs. There was the Milton loop, I think the last time I did it. Or maybe it was the time before last. When I exited the Muskeg cave transition, it was suddenly a blizzard, and I had to find my way back through that. So there's always a risk of something like that happening. I think I got pretty lucky that time that it happened pretty late into the run. Like here, if I come out into this and there's just a raging storm, pretty much my options at that point are to try to push all the way through it, or more reasonably, probably... let's drink the birch bark. The more likely option would be to just cut my losses and turn around. Because I feel like it would be easier to make my way through that trip than this one if I can't see where I'm going. We haven't had to make too many choices about that so far. Fog I'm fine with. I mean, it's not ideal, but I'll deal. Now, I think we already looted fishing huts, the little area up here, that little thing. We looted the picnic area, if I remember correctly. I think since it's fogging over, and I don't want to get lost, I think we'll try hitting up the cave over in the corner there. There's a potential bedroll spawn there that I'd like. I'm not going to go too far out of my way for sticks. As usual, we're just not going to be able to carry everything back, so if they're right in my path, then I'll take them. But I'd rather spend that time on looting unique items from like the cave and the house if we make it to both locations. Gotta keep an eye on the time, of course. It's gonna be a while, so I think we will take the reishi. I didn't realize that that was only a partial, so we're actually down to just those rosehip teas. I do have birch bark to make. And of course we have the coffee. For an emergency. I should have probably had a couple more tea ingredients on me. I think I actually have birch bark to craft as well, or maybe that's all I have. Yeah, I have 4 birch bark to craft into 2 teas. And I might have some prepared as well. Starting to get to a warmer time of day as well. I've got a birch sapling here. Definitely go ahead and grab that. Possible that we never come over here again. Since pretty much the only reason to come to this corner of the map is to check the bedroll spawn. I'd like to have an extra just in case something happens to my first one. I'm also considering experimenting with one of them and just leaving it there constantly. I think it used to be the case that you could continue to sleep in it even after it was ruined, as long as you never picked it up. Although, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily want to abuse that. Alright, so since this is likely to be the only time we're here, I'll go ahead and... Wow, this is going to be 3 bows worth of maple saplings. Definitely not needed, but... I will go ahead and grab these reishi. It's 2 more teas. We'll go check the bedroll spawn. And who knows, maybe we'll find something else that's useful in here. You never know. No bedroll. Okay, so there's some other places that it can be in this region. So now I know it's not here. There's that one shed. And then I think the hunter's blind. But I'm wondering, did I check the hunter's blind on the way? It feels like I almost must have checked it on the first day in from Ash Canyon on the way through here. Although, I don't know, maybe I was in such a hurry at that point and I knew I'd be able to come back later that I decided not to. You can go back and watch it. It's possible I wanted to be up there. But it's calm, so I think the worst thing that happens here is we have to tangle with a wolf. Now, I've already eaten up a lot of time on this detour, so I think we'll just hit the house quickly and then immediately leave. Maybe check a little bit of the outdoor stuff. It's possible that I basically don't need any more teas or fires this entire little loot run. We're already down to one down. We're going to spend a little bit of time inside here, and then once we get to the mine, we'll be able to warm up there for a little bit. Coastal Highway is generally a warmer region. So if the weather holds, we might be fully warm there. Alright, so I already got the matches out of there. I already looted a lot of the important stuff in the community hall. Let's go check clothing first. Grab that. Naturally. Anything under the bed? Essentially start a fire with those books, or just leave them somewhere to get later. Okay, let's just take a little bit of water. Guess I'll take those painkillers back. I think I have enough time. Yeah, let's just finish the house out.
I'll take it.
Ooh, herbal tea. That's really nice. Not as nice as coffee. That's what I was hoping to find, but tea is tea, and that does provide healing. Okay, well, the maple syrup's kind of nice since I'm maintaining well-fed right now. I might even be tempted to eat it while I'm here. Okay. Nearing the halfway point in terms of time elapsed. So I think I might do quick search of these outer areas. I'm not going to go in any other buildings. I'll save them for a future trip. I don't know if I searched this supply crate. I did not.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Stale granola bar. I guess I'll search this car out. And we really need to be going. Yeah, I'm not likely to find anything in there. Maybe matches would be the nicest thing. I think there can sometimes be stuff. Oh, there's a reishi mushroom. What do we have here? Spray paints. Just gonna leave it. We have enough at home. I can leave it in the mine. To get later. Okay, let's get out of here. Go ahead and go down to the water here. Might be able to grab a cattail or two on the way across. I can. We can check in here, I guess. Check this boat. I don't know why I'm doing this. I can always get these later. Alright, let's get going. Trying to remember. I think I'm going to go on this side. Yeah, I want to be over here. Can't believe that wolf didn't spot me. I thought for sure he was going to be after me. So this really goes to show how much that coat is really helping me out. And I just haven't needed teas at all. Just gonna save me a lot of time. Just imagine once I get the deer pants and boots done. Gonna be really nice. Okay, it's getting foggy. This wolf has detected me. Go ahead and scare him away. Could have taken a shot, but there's no reason to. We're not going to be harvesting a wolf here. Oh, he's going exactly the direction I want to go. Might just walk around him this time. Where is my target? I feel like I did a bad... Oh, it's right there. Okay. What's he going after? Deer? I don't think there's rabbits over here. He's after something. Alright,
Starting
well,
to feel numb.
we're gonna file that under not my problem. I think that was the sound of a deer being killed. But it's in a spot where I would never be able to use it. I actually might need a fire in Coastal Highway just to get more torches. Alright, so what am I carrying?
Too cold to think.
It's gonna be sticks, books, spray paint. Just trying to think of stuff that I need to ditch, potentially even in the mine or at the other end of the mine, if we end up being overweight. Okay, these are just torches. Alright, let's see what kind of a respawn we have here. Looked like we only had a partial respawn at the other mine. Or at the cave. I didn't even know that coal spawned along here. Looks like we got a pretty good respawn. Nothing back there. We'll check down here. Nope. Now, of course, as my weight goes up here, my carry limit is going to go down as I get more and more tired. So we will have to make some hard choices towards the end of this. I really probably should have rested up to max before we left, but I really wanted the extra time from getting the fire duration with it being so cold outside. This way first. Got confused about where I was for a second. Looks like there's no coal down here. Don't see any more that way. Okay. Now, maybe... I thought there was sometimes a bunch of coal that spawned here. Maybe I need to exit and re-enter to get it to spawn in. It's okay, I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so since we're already heavy, we're going to ditch all that heavy stuff that I was talking about. So it's the spray paint, the books, and I have some sticks. What else did I say? I guess I've got some water. Let's go ahead and... We're probably not going to need teas. I'll just drink a bunch of water. I'll probably just leave the rest of it here. No, I might need to make teas. Okay, let's just call it that for now. Sounds quiet outside. Nice. Now, there are still a bunch of places in this region that I want to loot. I think most of it, though, will have to wait for trips that I make here specifically for that purpose. Okay, let's see. Do I remember how to do this shortcut? I did look at it again since last time, since I wasn't confident. Yeah, I think you go right up here. It's a pretty minor shortcut. Yeah, and then we can just ease down here. And then for this one, we go just beyond the rocks and curve around. I don't even know if that one saves any time. Now, unfortunately, I need to make teas, or I need to make torches. I don't need to make teas. And I guess I could just let the torch go out, and then... How many wolves am I likely to run into? Oh, I'm actually completely out of torches. Alright, well I guess we just try right here, and if it fails, then we are stuck. Torch? Start fire? Okay, that torch probably was about to go out. 15% chance here this goes out, and then we just don't have a fire. Or we don't have a torch.
Come on, little fire.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I think we'll just try to make it out back without one. One problem is now I don't even have a torch at all, right? I have my flare. Oh. What? Oh, I was on the wrong tab. I still have multiple torches. Okay. Well. We're gonna try to make it out back without one, regardless. I am overweight again. I think we'll go up to the top, and then we'll drop most of my sticks. Yeah, I just... Wait, did I just make more torches in the... No, I didn't just make more torches. Why did I think I was down to, like, my second to last torch? I don't know. It's fine, we'll burn a match later on. Maybe it'll clear up and we can use the mag lens. Okay, so we've already done this trailer. We did all the trailers here. Just in case there's a wolf just over here. I don't think that's likely to happen. Okay, do I stay up high? I think I stay up high. And I go down over here, maybe? If this is too steep... No, this looks fine. And then we want to break a little bit left. I was thinking about going to hit up the house at Rabbit Grove, but it just doesn't make sense. I'm probably going to get back with plenty of time to spare, but there's there's just not much point. Alright, let's eat this. That'll take some weight off. It looks like I'll need it for the trip home anyway. And then just up here is the point where I'm always going to be passing by. So we'll go ahead and leave a bunch of stuff here. Come on. Call it right here. So we're going to leave all those sticks. And let's go ahead and leave the cedar. Anything else heavy that I've forgotten about? The water. And we'll leave the maple saplings somewhere else, like maybe in a cave. Let's go ahead and leave the water behind. We're not going to need to make more teas. Okay. That'll do for now. Yeah, with only 20 minutes to get back, and this is such a long trip. Definitely want to be max speed. Probably didn't need to drop the cedar, but we've got 46 coal. Now that was absolutely not a full respawn, right? Because I took 1 coal with me, or was it 2? And then we picked up some extra coal from the first cave. And then the mine is supposed to have like 40 coal on its own. So we absolutely missed out on some coal. So I don't know, maybe I need to wait longer. Maybe the 10 days is wrong. I thought it was supposed to be 10 days up until day 50, and then after that, it's 20 days. But that could be wrong, and you know, I don't think I need to go every 10 days. So we might make some changes to this. This is a pretty painful thing to have to do that frequently. Not bad the first and the second time, but then once I already know exactly what to expect, it's just this long trudge. Plus, do you guys really want to watch me do like the same thing every 5 to 10 episodes? I just do the same thing again? Doesn't seem likely. Yeah. Only, in fact, we would be at 0 with a torch. Okay, now a few episodes ago, I don't know why I went to pick that up. Let's just get home. I don't need the extra weight. I was looking for my pile of sticks and stuff, and somebody pointed out to me that I basically looked right at it and did not see it. So I do know where that is up here now, but unfortunately we can't take it. Thinking about whether I should... Yeah, because I'm not coming back this way for a while. We're going to do a quick detour here and look for birch bark. Just real quick to see if there's been a respawn. And then we'll immediately head out. I might... Yeah, let's go to the cave and I'll drop the saplings. Adding more and more time. And it doesn't look like there's a respawn. I haven't seen any birch bark yet. Or sticks. There's a stick. I don't... Well, I guess I'll take these for now. Can always leave them somewhere. No birch bark, though. Alright, let's leave the saplings here. Just go. I think I dropped some sticks. Yeah, there's one stick. Alright. Come on, birch bark. I mean, I must have picked up the sticks when I came through here last time, right? Maybe the birch bark is on a different respawn timer? That's possible. Oh, there's one piece. Can I get up here to make this any easier? I probably could have. I think I figured out that you can just kind of glide onto it there.
Oh, rest super.
I would say, don't worry, we're almost home, but we are not going to be sleeping tonight. We have too much crafting to get done. Alright. We'll deal with a slightly decreased movement speed up until I get up to the entrance up here, and then we'll leave the sticks behind. Yeah, the birch bark just hasn't respawned yet. That's unfortunate. I wonder if that piece that I found back there was one that I just missed last time I came through. Any birch bark? Disappointing. Alright, let's head to the exit. There's a piece. That's in the grass where I easily could have missed it last time. Same with that one. Don't think that points to a respawn. Maybe there was a respawn. I would have found that. Just a light respawn. Alright, I'm gonna want mobility for potential wolves, so got a nice spot right here. Drop all these sticks. And we still have at least 10 minutes to get back, so we made it in plenty of time. Now I kind of wish I had gone to loot that house. There's a wolf right there. He detected me. I could have hopped in one of the trailers just to kind of lose him. Let's see, how else can I lose him? My health is really high. I could fight him off if it absolutely came down to it. I'm trying to decide if it's worth it to have the flare at the ready. I think what I'll do is, if he charges me, I'll shoot him with the bow. I've got the bear coat, so I'm very unlikely to die with my hatchet to an attack. I think we'll skip looting any extra birch bark around here. And we'll just try to walk him home. I'm going to take the damage from the cold here. Probably lose about 5 to 10%. Okay, I am slowed down now. And there's the cold damage.
If I don't warm up soon.
I'm pretty far ahead of him. Kind of tempted to
Trees, 'cause I'm gonna.
lose him on the train here. I could have gone up there. Yeah. Had a few options to lose him. Probably should have thrown a second rock. Or done some crouching to get outside of his range. Oh, why do I only have 2 arrows? That seems bad. I'm gonna give myself a sprain doing this. Is there a safe way to drop down here? Yeah, I think with the way his pathing works, he's just gonna go around. Just slow myself down even more here. No big deal. All this to save a match. Oh yeah, I don't know why I was talking about the flare. Obviously I would, in fact, yeah. I can just spend a match if he starts to charge me. I don't know why I was thinking about it in those terms. Nearly there. I guess I should do my estimate here. So according to the timer, I should have a little over an hour left, but with the hold in Pleasant Valley towards the start, I'm guessing it's more like 3.5 hours. Let's call it 3.5. Just out for a walk with my dog, all the way across the region.
I could eat anything right now.
The sun's out now, I could get my mag lens fired. Ooh, 2 hours, 5 minutes. So only got an extra hour of time. Let's see, this wolf was originally in an area that is kind of annoying. Might kill him. Okay, let's get situated for a second here. So, I think I want to eat this first. Now, it's still an excellent time for firewood harvesting, so I think I might go do that immediately. I think we're just burning coal, right? Yeah, I don't think I have a lot of extra ingredients. Now, we do have this cedar. We'll burn that and some sticks first. Go grab my arrow before I forget. And I think we'll harvest the meat off of that wolf just because it's so close. Be very easy to just go over there with the hacksaw at some point. Now, let's make a tea. Don't have any birch bark stuff ready. Don't have anything ready, apparently. So let's trade out some of my stuff here. First of all, did this end up... This didn't end up really losing much. Alright, well, let's pick that up. That actually would have been a really good reason not to risk a wolf struggle. I forgot I had left that open here. Alright, let's just throw some coal on here. Obviously, we got plenty now. Okay. So, back to what I was talking about. Let's get some rose hips and some reishi. And let's put away an 80% reishi mushroom. Very interesting. Okay, what else? That's stuff I'm using for crafting. I'm gonna need a few more torches. We'd probably put the tea away. Actually, I should make a tea and have it ready. Let's do that. Okay, so if this wind stops... I need to make some water. Once this is done, I think I'll just make water. Okay, what else? Torches. Yeah, let's work on that for a minute. I need to craft some birch bark tea. Did I ever figure out what happened to that other pot? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's drop, got some food that I don't need. That can go. Okay.
I'm so tired, I could lay down right here.
Let's just make water. Shouldn't have done it in that. Honestly, the time saved in this probably isn't worth it. The amount of time it took me to set that up. Okay, let's just ditch this for right now. I think I've got some water up at the camp office anyway. I'll probably make it through the crafting. Okay, let's do a little bit of birch bark crafting. This wind just does not want to let up.
Feels like night is coming.
I mean, it was really nice to me all day. Definitely can't really complain about that. Let's see, what was the most recent, or the least recent stick run I did? Was it over there? Let's go see if this fur limb... I don't think it's back. I think this was the first fur limb I did. Because I did this, and then the one there, and then some over there, and the two over there, and the one up there. Or the group up there. So if this one's not back yet, then none of them are. Looks like it's not. Oh, there's the two fur limbs up at the top. Looks like we got a clear night tonight. Let's take some torches and teas and go up there, and maybe we'll check out the prepper cache too. Somebody was asking me about that. Let's go ahead and eat this. Carry weight check. Right, I never ditched my coal. So that's going to be the main thing that's weighing me down here. Whoops. Let's go down to, let's put like 20 in. And I'll also leave some over here in this pile. Aurora? Yep, it's an Aurora. Wow, the timing this game has. Let's see, what's the temperature? -15 with the wind chill. I mean, I could just go straight and craft now that I know I'm going to be able to craft through the night. I really wanted to go get those. Yeah, there's no wolves up that way, right? So let's go over there and get those fur limbs. I guess we'll pass on the water situation right now. We're going to be drinking these teas anyway. Get them both warmed up, and then I'll head out. Okay, carry weight. I don't really need 4 coal. Let's get rid of this tinder. Anything else obvious? And I think I can carry the fur that I need to, just as is. Okay, plenty of time on that. Let's drink this water that I have. Grab these. Grab a torch. And I should be able to throw 1 coal on now. And we're going to use some of this coal, maybe. I think we'll go this... Well... Yeah, we'll go this way around. It's going to be slow. What can you do? Don't want to hug the wall too closely in case there's a wolf over here. Does that change the calculus? Yeah, without a torch, there's no point. Alright, let's just go craft. I keep thinking I'm going to go up there and get those 2 limbs and check the cache, but the time is just never right. Alright, let's max out the fire and then head out. I'd love to leave some water cooking here, but I'm not going to do it with the wind. And I can't cook on this fire because... Okay, 11:53, that's good enough, because the stuff will burn off. Well, I don't need the torch anyway, so... we got a little bit of food up here. I've got water there. The night is just starting, so likely when this aurora ends, it'll probably be near morning. I'll need to take a trip back here. I think I had a birch sapling I could have brought over to cure. Oh, I just realized the episode timer. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is when we enter the camp office, we'll call that an episode. And I'm going to keep recording so I don't have to worry about the save point potentially messing up the fire. And in the next one, we'll get this crafting session done, and I'm going to try to go get some more fur limbs tomorrow. Hopefully we get the opportunity for it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching.